You know what I need? I need my glasses. One more thing. That's not our song. Ours is Torque 30. Torque 30.
I kind of like this one.
That's taboo, man. That's really taboo. You want Torque 30.
Makes me want to take out my clothing.
Okay, you know what? You definitely have to switch it now. Come on, get it on Torque, man. That's our song. You can't do that. You gotta be consistent. But don't take off your clothes. They're gonna be running for the exits, man. Or they're gonna take us off the air.
That's for sure.
This is a children's program. It's a family entertainment, man.
Oh, frick. What did I do? Hit the wrong button.
Hit
Okay.
Torque. Crying out loud. Torque 30.
Hey folks, it's Snoop Dogg, Levi Ben Abraham here, kicking it in the hood with my homies. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Torah Hour of Power. I'm Levi Ben Abraham with Rabbi Rabs, and we discuss the Torah portion each week. And how do you like the gangster
Do
life?
you really want my opinion?
Yeah,
You really want my opinion?
yeah.
I think you look retarded. I think it looks stupid, and you should lose it.
I got some Reiki this afternoon.
What's that?
This girl came over and she gave me some Reiki,
I don't know what that
and it
is.
really helped open up my chakras. This is like healing modality.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you things about beards. Let's talk about beards and hair, since you notice that I'm wearing my payas out today, right? Which has
Yeah.
nothing to do with you, with your wannabe payas coming out from the sides. This is what you're supposed to. Jews have two coming off like this. This is what Jews are. This is not a Jewish zach. Let me tell you about long beards, okay?
Yeah,
When I see a guy, if I didn't know you, right,
yeah,
and I was to walk by you on the Pico,
yeah,
and you were to look like that with these two
yeah,
things sticking out of your beard,
yeah.
I would take you as either you're Meshuggah,
Uh-huh,
you haven't showered in a week,
uh-huh,
you're probably psycho,
uh-huh,
you're going to ask me for money,
uh-huh.
And probably I'm going to try to stay away from you.
Those are probably all pretty accurate.
That's because because it's not a Jewish sock, so it's like a scraggle. It's like it's got that way because you haven't showered in a week, and it's just like scraggly and stinky, and like you're probably gonna beg me for money, and I just don't want to be part of you. You might be violent, you might be some psycho weirdo, and like that's what that and I think you should lose it. I think you should really. Let me tell you something about long beards. This is my personal opinion. I think Jews look best with beards that are properly trimmed.
Why?
Because there's nothing in the Torah that says that you can't look good. Especially if you're trying to get a... Yeah, you're right. Well, now you really look retarded. You gotta roll that shit up. Let me tell you about beards, okay? Because I haven't said anything, but now it's like an issue tonight, right? I don't think that scraggly, long, unkept beards look good. I really don't. Like, if you're married and your wife's okay with it, then do whatever you want. But you're not in that position right now. You're looking for a shidduch, right? You want a woman.
Yeah.
I would say it doesn't match a long beard that's not kept, right? It doesn't match the clothing you're wearing. Like, let me tell you something. The only group where unmarried guys go with beards like that is Lubavitch. And you're not Lubavitch. And there's nothing else about you that's Lubavitch. So it's inconsistent. So the only...
I wear Rabbeinu Tom Tefillin. No.
Do you pray to the Rebbe?
I love all Jews.
Well, great. So it doesn't go with your attire, doesn't go with your derech, it doesn't go with anything. So it just looks like a guy who doesn't shave. When I look at you, I just see a guy who doesn't shave because, I don't know, whatever. It's like your own shtick, right? But to be honest, if you want to bring home the ladies, you probably want to cut that stuff. And if you're not going to cut it, then roll it up. Like you're halfway there. Like connect those, roll it up, and tuck it in so it looks neat. So you have a nice, neat little beard. And it's consistent. You won't look scraggly and unkept, and you won't give a bad impression about yourself. And I think you're much more likely to bring home the babes. That's my personal opinion.
Brought to have a babe this afternoon. She gave me Reiki. And then she did out my beard, all gangster style.
Maybe I'm completely wrong. But let me tell you something. If you're gonna have a long beard and you're gonna try to come off like that, I'm doing a Jewy thing.
Yeah.
You gotta cut your hair, because the hair thing, like right now you have like long hair.
Yeah.
And you know, you more look Rasta-ish. You know, you could pass as a Rastafarian before you could pass as a From Yid. You know, I'm just telling you. I'm being blunt with you.
I dig it.
No, because like we've been here for more than 6 months, right?
Yeah.
And I kept my mouth shut. I never said anything about your stupid beard, right?
Yeah,
but now you're making an issue tonight, so I'm telling you,
yeah,
that does not look good. It might look good to her,
Yeah.
right? But I'm telling you, that's not going to pass. You know, is she a Fermi chick?
No, I wouldn't say Fermi.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't say. I'd say she's more reformed.
Okay, a Fermi chick's is not going to be turned on by that look. So you got to ask yourself, what are you doing it for? For shtick? Let's ask the viewers. What do you think of this look? Bring it in. You need to be more in the camera, anyways, right? So bring it in, and ask them. What do the chat roomers say?
Oh. You're wondering what we're talking about. Hey, my man D-Medic is here. So what's the sound quality like?
D-Medic,
The
I don't
sound's
see
showing
it.
up. Yeah.
Oh, he just got in. No audio.
So, don't worry about that. I'll take care of that. But the question for this week, democracy in the Arab world, is it good for the Jews?
Oh, is nobody can hear it.
Yes, they can. Most people hear it on YouTube.
Okay, but 1 second. Are we done with your beard?
Unless you have something else.
There was something else I was going to say on it. Well, I think you should cut it or keep it true. Oh, the other thing I want to say is Lubavitch isn't consistent. You know that, right?
Keep going.
Because they don't touch their beards, but they cut their payas off all the way.
Yeah.
I think if you got to be consistent. If you're gonna do a long beard thing,
Yeah.
you got to do the payas with it.
But Lubavitch doesn't wear payas.
I told you why, right?
No. Tell me
Because
again.
when they were in Europe, that would identify them as being a Jew, as opposed to the Russian, because the Russians had beards, but they didn't have payas. So it was like some kind of fascist. But here in America, it's a joke, right? So my feeling is Lubavitch should go back to where they were and grow payas. That's my thing, but I'm not going to tell them what to do. But for yourself, you're not Lubavitch, so if you're going to do a beard, you got to do payas. Before you have like a long, scraggly, you know, ZZ top kind of a beard thing, you got to have payas too. You will notice that my payas are actually longer than my beard. That's how
They're longer than your...
Yes, they are. and unfortunately, so are yours.
Well, that's because I use El Shrinker. See, a lot of women were complaining I was too large and it was causing them a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
So I always take El Shrinker before doing anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that way it don't cause them so much pain. And it's like, it's the derech of the Torah. It's not cause people gratuitous pain.
Right. Well,
So I take El Shrinker.
I was also I have a challenge because I was born with elephantitis.
Then let's return the discussion to this week's Torah portion.
Okay. Hey D-Medic. Hey Brandon. How's it going? Good to see you guys. Who else is in there? You got a whole thing
So
blocked.
democracy.
You got the thing blocked.
Democracy in the Arab world, is it good for the Jews?
Democracy.
Yeah.
If they get democracy, that would be fine. That's a nothing. But here's my take on the Egypt thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not the question of democracy. It's the
Yeah.
question of what if, you know, what on the chance that it becomes like Iran. Everybody's talking about this hype.
Right.
Like, oh, it's going to turn into Iran Part 2, right?
Right.
What was that last picture? It looked like an awesome wave.
It's a cyclone coming to North Queensland.
A cyclone?
Yeah. That's a hurricane in the southern hemisphere.
Oh, that
That's
wave
like
looks awesome. Love the look of that wave. Yossi, is it a Jewish cyclone? It like comes in and like it nags you. It's like it's like nags you to death. Everybody has to force to leave. What am I saying here?
So democracy in the Arab world, you had some thoughts?
Oh yeah, here's the thing on that. Like, you know, Mastama, like probably it's going to end with like, you know, a real democracy moving in or whatever, and it's going to be like, you know, some democratic group or something.